Hey everyone, welcome back. Sorry I've been gone so long. My heart is like racing just even filming this video. I don't know why. I haven't filmed in a while. If you're an avid watcher of my channel, or I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, if you are a long-time watcher of my channel, I kind of updated you a little bit on my last video that you know, well, you've known if you follow my channel. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering. My dad died, so I haven't been myself. This is a terrible way to start, I'm sorry. I've been dreading filming because I knew I couldn't just get on here after all these years of sort of talking to you about my dad. I know I couldn't come on here and not say anything, so I apologize. I know this is kind of awkward, but I feel like I could not say something. Thank you to all of you for all the years that you guys have said such kind things and prayed for my family and my dad. I was luckily able to go and be with him for the last month of his life pretty much, and take care of him as much as I possibly could. Be by his bedside when he was on hospice. I mean, doing all the things that you just, as a dad, you don't want your daughter doing, but, you know, such a privilege and an honor for me to be able to be there. It was extremely healing for me to be able to take care of my dad, just to be with him in this closest, most fragile part of his life. So I know it doesn't look like it, but I'm actually doing well. My mom's doing well. Grief just kind of hits you. Just kind of hits you out of the blue, and I knew I would do this when I'm filming this video. Oh my gosh, you guys came here to see what my favorite makeup is, so I'm really sorry if you're like a first person watching and you're like, who is this girl? I'm Laura and I'm human, so but I just wanted to update you guys, and that's where I've been. Really, this last year of my life has been just difficult. I know since I started my weight loss journey, a lot of you guys have followed that, and I sort of trimmed down my beauty videos and really to focus on my health, and I'm so glad, because that was really important for me, that my dad was able to see me moving in that direction. And I do have a few what I eat in a day. I'm still doing Weight Watchers, so I do still have several of those videos. I'm still working out, although I'm still trying to get back into the groove of my working out. I used to work out 5 days a week with my friend Mary, and I'm still getting back into the groove of the strength training workouts, but I am walking all the time. So I will have some more health journey related videos, but today I'm here surprisingly to talk about my favorite makeup. But like I said, I've been dreading filming this video because I knew that I was going to cry just having to give an update of just telling you where I am. Hang on. Okay, so if my makeup looks crazy, forgive me. Anyway, so through traveling to Michigan a lot and just, I don't know, I've actually played with makeup a whole lot more than I had in the whole past year, so in these past several months. So these are my favorite products that I have been using in the past several months. Some of these are newer in the past couple of weeks, but a lot of these are products that are have just been go-tos. One I know for sure is not sold anymore, but it is a palette that I know a lot of you guys got, so if you happen to have it, I'm saying pull it out. You can definitely find colors that are very similar, but I just wanted to be honest of like because one of my biggest problems being on YouTube is you get so much different makeup in, and you love something, but then it's gone and like nobody can get it again, so then you almost feel bad using it, because then if you use it and you're wearing it and someone's like, what are you wearing? And you're like, it's a palette that you're not able to get anymore. It's a tricky situation, so you almost feel like you have to keep using new stuff and then forget about the old. But the truth of the matter is, when you talked about the old, the person may have bought the old, and so there you have it, as you know, you're not talking about the product that you encouraged them to buy maybe like 3 or 4 months ago or a year ago. I celebrated 9 years on YouTube, and I'm super excited that I'm still able to share a passion after this long on YouTube. So for those of you, I'm just gonna get right into it because I have so many comments like since I've been gone that's like, you talk too much. I do. Okay, so for my eyes, what I've been loving to do recently is using these Caviar sticks from Mercier. I have two colors. One is more new to me because my friend Dana was like, you have to get this color because I've been telling her how much I've been loving them. But another one is this amethyst shade. And this is just, I love these because they stay on your eyes all day. They're super easy to use and they just have gorgeous colors. So this is almost like a, I would say like a taupey, mauve shade, and I love it. And I put that down, and the other one is this color called Khaki. So let me show you how I've been using it, which is like a, I would say like a taupe brown, but it doesn't have as much pronounced shimmer as the amethyst shade does. As you can see the sheen on that with my hand. I've been using this NARS Skin Deep palette all the time, and let me tell you why I love this palette. It has these bigger shades. These are all matte, and then this is Coconut Grove, which is one of their popular shades. It's just like this dark matte chocolatey brown color. But I've been using all of these types of shades just as a transition, and then I'll put these down on the lid, and then I'll top it with one of these shimmer colors here. Now the shimmer colors are called Centerfold is this one, and Calendar Girl is this one. So Centerfold is like a taupey, almost like that purple, which I tapped that over, which I just did just to show you like what the look is. This is it on its own, and when you tap it over that amethyst stick from Mercier, it just makes this really beautiful, pretty purplish shade, and I love that all over the lid. I get so many compliments. When I do that, I go in with a little bit more of these cool tone brown matte shades, this one right here and this one right here. This is called Bally, and this one is called, let's see, Undressed. So I use those two, so if you're gonna look for them as single shades or if you have this palette. But anything similar would do, but it's just, I've been layering with those Mercier sticks, and they just last on the eyes all day. And then for this khaki color, I've been using this shade right here, and like I said, that one is called Calendar Girl, and it's more of like a golden sort of bronzy shade. So I put that over that. But also I've been using from this MAC collection, this is the Monaco-co foiled eyeshadow. This is the combination that my friend Dana told me you have to get because these on top of each other is just beautiful. So that's kind of what I have on my eyes today, the khaki shade and then this Monaco-co shade, and so I really love that, and it's a little bit more golden on the eyes, as you can see. So that has been like my favorite go-to eye combination, something super simple, just those Caviar sticks. Like I said, they stay, then you can run them under your eyes, and I just kind of smudge them in with a smudge brush. Do a little wing liner if you want to, and then smoke it out if I want to go a little bit darker in my outer corner with the Coconut Grove shade. That's a perfect shade to have from NARS just in a single, because it's a great deepening, darkening up shade that's an alternative to black, because it's such a deep pigmented, let's see if I can get that. It's like a deep pigmented chocolatey brown color, and like I said, a great alternative to black because it's a little bit more cool tone. It's not like a really super warm tone. It goes on, but it's not as concentrated as a black shade. It's a little bit softer if you're intimidated by wearing black to deepen and darken things up. Okay, for my face, I've been using several go-to products. I always talk about a sunscreen, especially in Texas when it comes into the summer months, or even just, you know, we have full sun here. I always like to use a good sunscreen. This is one I have found doesn't break me out. It's from Thank You Farmer. It's the Sun Project Water Sunscreen. I love this one. It is just such a great smelling. It has a good consistency. It's perfect to wear under foundation. So I really have been loving this. And I have quite a process, so I'm just going to show you step by step what I've been doing. You can pick and choose from any of these products. I like them all singly, but I like them all together as well. So I'll put this down as like my sunscreen, my protective. And then my favorite primer that I've been using is this Laura Mercier foundation primer. This is the hydrating primer. My skin just really needed, when I was traveling to Michigan a lot, just to visit my dad prior to his passing, the water there is different and the weather there obviously is different, and I really needed a hydrating primer. So I wore this one and then I just continued wearing it, and I just love that. So I'll layer these two before I go in with, this is Auric from Auric, and it's called Glow Lust. I love this product. I have the shade Pyrite is the shade that I have, and I did order the shade Citrine. That one is a little bit too dark for my skin. This one works perfectly. This is just such a nice product. It's not a foundation. It's more of like a glowing, like kind of like Charlotte Tilbury's Hollywood filter. I don't know why I'm not remembering that, but you know what I'm talking about. It's kind of like that product, except it's a different consistency. It's a whole lot thicker, and I think this actually has decent coverage. So I know it's not a foundation, okay, I like got grilled for that, but it has a pretty good coverage. And for me in the summers, I usually go between that CoverGirl Fresh Wear tinted moisturizer thing, and this is like, it just gives this really healthy look to the skin. So I have worn only this on top of the primer. If you are looking for a little bit more coverage, you obviously can add different foundations. You can mix them. You can put this on the high points of your face. It's just a great product. And like I said, if you just want this like super healthy glow, it's amazing for that. I love this shade Pyrite. I would say if you're my color, or even if you're self-tanning, I still think that this shade would work for you. The shade Citrine is a little bit more orange, and I would say a deeper complexion than mine could get away with that as being their middle shade. I still think a deeper complexion than mine could use this as their lightest shade. Maybe have it be a highlighter. This is almost the darkest shade that I can do in this. I think I could go down one and have it be more of like a highlighter, a true highlighter, but this color works if I want to use it with no other product, because it really does just give this luminosity to the skin that I feel like reflects light. And if you're not looking for a lot of coverage, you can go with that. But what I have been using is this Dior Backstage. I have it in the shade 2N. I like this because it is a lot, like a good amount of coverage. I find it stays on the skin. It's lightweight. It's very skin looking to me. I like this shade. This is my shade for when I'm a little bit more self-tan. It has, I would say, it's a neutral shade, but I really have been enjoying the combination of those two together. So the sunscreen, the primer, the highlighter product, the glow product, and then the foundation when I want more coverage. And I feel like I like the way it lasts on my skin. I like the way it looks on my skin. And if you are looking for a little bit, if you get oily, I wouldn't go all over with the glow product. I would just put it on the high points of your cheeks, because I will say if I wear it on its own, the Glow Lust, it's very, very glowy by the end of the day. You really do sort of look, it does make you look very luminous, but almost too luminous by the end of the day if you're wearing it on your own or on its own. Okay, so some other products. I feel like this is a lot of NARS talk, but I got this NARS bronzing cream. This is the Laguna bronzing cream in Sunkissed bronzing cream, and it's the shade Laguna. They also have the shade Casino. This one is just, it's very pigmented, so I kind of dab it off onto the lid, but I do want to show you the color of it. And I use like a stippling brush just to kind of buff it in. I love this, especially in the summer. It smells really good. It dries down. It doesn't like move around. Like it's already almost like dried down. So once you put it on and you kind of buff it in, it's not like gonna shift around. I find that it applies on top of foundation. It's not patchy at all. Even if you want to put it down and sort of contour your face prior to putting on foundation, that could work as well. I really love using a cream bronzing product, especially coming into the summer, and I had one from Sonia Kashuk and I used it all up, and so this was like, I need another bronzing cream, and I had that one forever. It was probably like expired on to boot, but they don't even make it anymore. So I love that one from NARS. If you can find it, it's definitely a must. Another product, and you don't have to get it in this trio, but I do like this. I don't even know if they sell this anymore, but this is the Orgasm X cheek palette from NARS, and it comes with the original shade of Orgasm blush, and then it comes with the Orgasm highlighter and then a deeper shade. This is the Orgasm X shade. So this Orgasm X is like a really pretty corally color, but it's very pigmented and it does have a little bit of a sheen to it. But this Orgasm shade, there's nothing like it. It's just so beautiful. It gives you this really pretty peachy glow to the cheeks, and it's just a very nice go-to blush. It was one of my very first high-end blush purchases, and I've loved it ever since. And then this highlighter is more of like a golden highlighter, I would say. Let me see if I can swatch these over here. We still have some of my other swatches, but this is the Orgasm X, this is the regular Orgasm, and that's the highlighter. These two combined are beautiful, but that's why I like this palette. But if you were gonna go with one, I really like the original Orgasm shade. I love that. This highlighter, on super fair skin, it might be a little bit golden. I find I have to have a little bit more of a soft tan to wear the highlighter, but I do love the way it looks, and it's extremely pigmented. It's a nice soft highlighter. It goes on really well with natural bristle brush. I think I use like a brush from Morphe, and I love the way that it applies from there. So if you can find this palette and get all three, even better, but the Orgasm blush alone is just, it's A+. Okay, I have two lip products I wanted to talk about. These are from Too Faced, and Dana gave me these actually. They are lip and cheek tints, and they're called the Peach Bloom Color Blossoming Lip and Cheek Tints. This one is in Grape Pop Glow, and this one is in Strawberry Glow. So Strawberry Glow is probably the one I wear the most. You can use these on your cheeks, but I've only used them on the lips. They just really give you like, they're like a tint, but they give you like a very like popsicle-y, juicy type lip, and it's a nice almost oil base, I will say. And it just, that's why I don't use them on my cheeks, but it's just this really pretty tint that I feel like darkens over time. This one is the Strawberry Glow, and it really does add a really nice color to your lips that I find stays. And then the Grape one is just a little bit darker, a little bit more berry on the lips. So this one is the Grape one, and this one is the Strawberry Glow. So those are the two. I mean, they do look very, very similar. I find I wear this one the most, and as you can see, that's what it looks like on the lips. I did put it over another product. I'm wearing what I always wear, which is why I didn't include it in this, but it is I had on my lips prior to this, Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Iconic Nude, and the Pat McGrath Lip Lust in lip gloss in Peach Perversion. It's like literally what I always wear. So I just put that on top. But they're really beautiful, like a nice lip tint. Sometimes I'll put like just a lip liner on and the lip tints, and your lips just stay nice and juicy and pretty. And then kind of when that wears off, the stain's still there, and I'll put like a gloss over it. Okay, I want to talk about two self-tanners that I really loved. So I got this Isle of Paradise because girl Brianna Lynch on Instagram, she's always talking about this, and I got it in dark, and she uses it on her face, and it doesn't make her break out. I love this. It doesn't smell bad at all, and it has a really nice spray, and I sort of just spray it on my face, and then I kind of pat it in with a glove and sort of just pat it all over. Use this for my chest as well. So this kind of keeps like my neck and chest very nice and tan. Put it on before bed, and then it develops overnight. My friend Mary recommended this for me. This is the Soul by Jergens. This is deep. And the only thing I will say is there's been 4 applications. It's down about this far with 4 applications. So Dana was over when I bought this and we both used it on our body, and then she just used it on her legs and I think I used it all over. And so yeah, it kind of does go through it fast. It was about $19. I found this at Target. I like this because it smells really good. It develops over time and it gives you a super duper natural looking tan. Not orange. I feel like it's very user friendly. So it's a very natural looking one. It does develop within hours. So I really have been loving that, and it's a great option. I think this is around $28 or $29. I like this, but I use this just on my face, and as you can see, I mean, barely, a little bit goes a long way because it is a spray. So that one is a mousse, and I just feel like, yeah, I don't know, it goes pretty quickly. Okay, I know this isn't like a flops, it's just an updated video, but I did try these lashes from Flutter Habit, and if you follow me on Instagram, I sort of talked about it. These are enormous lashes. So it's basically like if you want lash extensions. So you glue them on. I got the glue that they have and they stay on for 5 days. You glue them underneath your lashes. It was just, the originals were just too big for me, and I realized that I'm not a girl who wants lashes at all times. I felt like they were super uncomfortable. I could feel them on my eyes, and then also it did say, and I did read this before, that the more you cry, it loosens up the glue, so you have to try and keep it whatever. And I figured for a girl maybe who's grieving the loss of her dad, maybe that wasn't the smartest decision to be putting on lashes, because I'm sure I cry probably, I don't know when I cry, because it's just kind of dawns upon me. And so yeah, I've been wearing waterproof mascara just because of that, so I figure it wasn't the best for me. But anyways, I didn't really get the application is like, it takes a few times to get it right. So I didn't really get the application right. Then they were enormous on me, and I think if I were to try this, that I would need to get a smaller set. There's tons of different sets to choose from, and I think a smaller one than the originals for me would be a little bit more natural and a little bit better. So if you want to try eyelash extensions, I do think that that's good, because let me tell you, it took forever to get the eyelashes off. I think the glue would have stayed on for 5 days. So, and if you do proper placement, I think it would all work out. So anyways, I just wanted to kind of update on that. It wasn't for me, but I might look into getting some smaller lashes, or try them with lashes from the drugstore, like just cluster ones. See, I heard that those are formulated to sit under your eyelashes, and the curvature of them works best. So that's probably why they're particularly formulated for the specific application of how you adhere them to your eye. So anyway, that is it. Those have been some of my favorite products that I have been loving in the past couple of months. I promise to try and be more consistent. Like I said, I just was dreading having to come on here and just say everything out loud sometimes. I mean, it's like your grief just hits you at different times. So anyway, thank you guys all for watching, and sorry that I've been so inconsistent. If you are still watching my videos, I love you so much, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you. Mwah.